Hey guys, hope y'all are good. Kind of been alternating between stop motion and reviews now. I'm still mainly gonna be doing stop motion, and I'm still mainly a stop motion channel. These reviews are just kind of like something on the side. I won't be doing these like as a main thing, but I will be making more of them. Today we're gonna be reviewing the Hiya Toys Burning Godzilla from the movie in 2019 called Godzilla King of the Monsters. We're going to be looking at his looks, like his paint and sculpt, then the articulation, then the scaling, then the accessories, and then see what's his problems. Okay, first we're going to be taking a look at sort of the paint and sculpt of the figure. Now for the paint, it's not as good as the more recent version of Burning Godzilla from the same movie, because that one has more of like charring on the back, on the dorsal plates, and a translucent body, but this one isn't necessarily bad. The orange just doesn't look as good as the other one on the dorsal plates, but the paint on the body is still good. Now for sculpt, he's really good, very high detail, all over, everywhere, even under the tail and under the legs. So he looks amazing. Now let's take a look at the articulation of this figure. Now it's really good for its price, especially this guy is $51, and it's all over articulation. So first he has in the jaw, you can see here, you can open and close, and even inside the jaw, you can see that he can move his tongue up and down. Now he can move his head up and down. He can turn his neck, of course. Look up and down, left and right. Now he has also joints in his arms for his shoulders. He can move, can rotate them and go up and down. He also has elbow joints that are peg joints, so you can go, of course, not exactly 90 degrees, but still good, and you can rotate, and he has articulation in the wrists. Now, he can go pretty far back with a crunch, and kind of good forward, and for his legs, he can also go forward, in and out a bit. His knees can move, but they can't move like his elbows. They're double jointed. And even his ankles have a bit of articulation. And of course his tail is very articulated. You can pull off almost anything with this tail. You can go left and right, up and down, basically whatever you want it to do. Okay, now for the accessories, which is one of the main problems with this figure. This figure comes with absolutely nothing. No atomic breath, no buildings, no nothing. Now, even though it doesn't use an atomic breath in the movie, I created this a custom atomic breath out of by twisting pipe cleaners around each other, and it's useful. You can use it in a lot of different ways, and I feel like this, for the price of $50, it's kind of not expected to get accessories with this figure. Okay, now for the scaling. Now this guy is around 7 inches, which is 17.7, so basically 18 centimeters. And he scales really well with a bunch of other figures, such as this Playmates Michelangelo Ninja Turtle figure, which is 6 inches. Now, if you want a scene where one of them is bigger, has sized up, or maybe Godzilla sized down, then it's good because it still gives a sense that Godzilla is bigger and bulkier than these guys. So as you can see, scales fine. And now here he is next to Colleague Shipbreaker from Saurozoic Warriors. Now, obviously, He's way taller than Michelangelo, so there's not as much of a difference between them, but it still scales pretty well. Okay, so now let's look at what are maybe some potential problems with this figure. First of all, obviously, the paint isn't as good as its counterpart from the more recent version of the Hiya Toys, Thermal Godzilla. It's not really that accurate and it doesn't really look as good as the other one. And another problem is that it comes with nothing, but as I said, it can be easily like fixed with just making one out of pipe cleaners. And other than that, there aren't really any problems. I really recommend getting any Hiya Toys figure because they're really good for the price and worth it. Okay, so that was it for this review. Now, I really recommend picking him up unless you don't like the specific issues that come with him. But I feel like Hiya Toys as overall is just way better than SH Monster Arts just for the fact that it's way more affordable. Because you can get a figure of this quality in SH Monster Arts for like maybe $150, $200. But this is only 51 compared to the other ones, which are in the hundreds of dollars.